Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to show you how to upload your podcasts on Apple Podcasts. And of course in this video I will show you all the necessary steps to upload your podcast to Apple Podcasts. Of course it will be pretty simple and easy. So before we start with this video, make sure to watch it from now till the end so you have full experience. So the first thing that you would like to do, of course, is just go and open whatever browser you're going to use to follow this tutorial steps with. Here in my case, I'm actually using Brave. And of course, for your case, you can use any other browser could be possibly working for you. As an example, Google Chrome, Opera, Brave like me, or even Firefox or something like that. Once you open that browser, make sure to go to this URL section and type Apple Podcasts for Creators and hit the enter button. Go to the first link and you will find yourself at this main screen or home screen of Apple Podcasts for Creators. Of course, here you will have to sign in. If you have an account, just go and enter your Apple ID. Of course, once you sign in into your account, you'll find yourself on something like that. And of course, you will have to enter your Apple ID as we said, and you'll be logged in into your account. If you don't have an Apple ID, you'll have to go and create yours now. Of course, now let's just walk you through the steps that will let you start your podcasts on Apple Podcasts. So of course, we'll start with step one. The first step is starting your podcast is to plan what you want your podcast to be about. So this could include your niche or topic, your target audience. Of course, the format of your podcast and how often you plan to release new episodes. Once you have a clear idea of what your podcast is about, you can move to the next steps, which is record and edit your podcast. Of course, this next step is to record and edit your podcast. You can use any microphone or recording software to create your podcast. And there are many free and paid options available online. So, after you have recorded your podcast, you can edit it or remove any mistakes. You can add some sound effects or music and adjust the audio levels to create a professional sounding podcast. Of course, once you finish that, you will go through the step 3, which is create your podcast hosting account. So once you have your podcast recorded and edited, it's time to create your podcast hosting account. This is where you will upload your podcast files and create your podcast RSS feed, which will allow your podcast to be distributed to Apple Podcasts and other podcast platforms. Of course, there are many podcast hosting platforms available, and some popular option includes Buzzsprout, Libsyn, and Anchor. Of course, those are free. If you're looking for something even professional, you'll find a lot and you'll have to pay. So now we'll have to go to the step 4, which is submitting your podcast to Apple Podcasts. So after you created your podcast hosting account, it's time to submit your podcast to Apple Podcasts. So to do this, you'll need to create an Apple ID, as we said in the beginning of this tutorial. And if you don't have one, you'll have to log into Apple Podcasts, then connect your Apple ID, then click the Add Show button. So for me, I don't have an Apple ID, so let me just show you the steps. So once you're logged in into your account, as you can see, you will find this Add Show option. Once you click on it, you will have to fill out the required information, including your podcast title, description, artwork, and category, and submit your podcast for review. Of course, you can choose the type of it if you want to show with RSS feed or you would like to show without RSS feed. Choose whatever suits you and click on next. So once you do that, we'll get into the steps 5, which is launch your podcast. So once your podcast is approved by Apple Podcasts, you're ready to launch. You'll have to share your podcast with your audience and promote it on social media and other channels as well. And keep creating new episodes to keep your listeners engaged. You'll have even to encourage listeners to leave reviews and ratings on Apple Podcasts so you can get what they're thinking about your podcasts. You can promote them on social media and other channels, as we said, and engage with your listeners by responding to comments and questions. It is important to keep creating new episodes and promoting your podcast to keep your listeners engaged. So now let's just get back into the podcast hosting account. So as I said, I set 3 online platforms that you can use. So there is the Buzzsprout, as we said. So this is a user friendly platform that offers affordable plans. So this is a paid website. And of course, the Libsyn is one of the oldest and most established podcast hosting platform. And the last one that I said is Anchor, which is a free platform that is great for beginners. So if you don't want to pay, make sure to use Anchor because it's free and it's great. So when you upload it on the hosting account, you will get something like that. Once you try to upload it, of course, you'll have to enter your URL of your podcast right here, click on add, and you'll find yourself on something like this. Of course, all you need once you are here is just to refresh your page. Once you refresh your page, you'll find once you refresh your page, you'll find yourself, of course, with an email. If you go to your Gmail, as you can see, this is the email that I got. Hello, congratulations, your show Talking 20 is available on Apple Podcasts. Explore Apple Podcasts for creators to find helpful articles, best practice, and tools to grow your audience. And of course, my podcasts will be up here once I refresh the page, because as you can see for me, it's still drafts right now. So that's the steps so you can actually upload a podcast on Apple Podcasts. Of course, if you're facing any problems with anything, you can always go to support and they will help you a lot with any problem that you got. Of course, any problems, you can just go and type the problem right here and you'll find them already responding that problem. Of course, if you didn't find this right here, you can simply go down and click at contact us. And of course, you will find yourself at this page. You'll have to enter again your Apple ID, and then you'll be able to ask them whatever you want or whatever problem you have. So don't worry about doing this. So that's it. Those normally are the steps to starting your podcast on Apple Podcasts. Remember to plan your podcast, record and edit your episodes, create your episode hosting account, submit your podcast to Apple Podcasts, and launch your podcast to the world. Good luck with that and happy podcasting, of course. And of course, in conclusion to all of that, starting a podcast on Apple Podcasts is a great way to share your ideas and connect with your audience. So remember to plan your podcast, record and edit your episodes, and you will be great to go or good to go. If you're having any other issues, as I said, you can just go always to contact their supports, or if you don't want to do that, you can always go to the comment sections and mention your problems. So that's going to be for me in this video. I hope you like it. Thank you guys for watching this tutorial and goodbye.